First and foremost, I need to notify you that this is for educational purposes. I'm going to do a presentation on vulnerability scanning and enumeration using SPARTA. SPARTA is a network infrastructure penetration tool. It automates the scanning, enumeration, and vulnerability assessment processes within one tool, which is SPARTA. It has also built-in brute force tool for cracking passwords. It is very convenient. It saves a lot of time by allowing the user to have point to click access to the toolkit, and also by displaying all the outputs in a convenient way. So Sparta is very useful in scanning, in network gathering or enumeration, and also vulnerability assessment. With the Sparta, you can check if the system is vulnerable. You can also check whether there are ports which are open, which can be abused by the attacker. So let me go ahead with my demonstration. So the first thing that we can do is to click here and check for vulnerability analysis. On vulnerability analysis, there are some tools here about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'm going to focus on Sparta. Okay, so here is my graphical user interface for Sparta. As you can see here, this is the graphical user interface. On the left side, on the upper left side, there are hosts. Hosts will be deployed here, and then the services will be displayed here, like the ports which are open, and also tools will be displayed here. And there's also this additional use which is used for brute forcing. You can use for brute forcing passwords. So let me start my vulnerability scanning and enumeration using Sparta. So on host, we can see the information about the hosts which are on the network, and on services here we can see the ports that are active or that are open or that are closed. So I need to start the first. Okay, let me go to the terminal and check if I can. I need to open another terminal first. Okay. So that I can check the IP address for this machine. Okay, so IP address, I need to see the IP address range for this so that I can be able to put the network on the Sparta tool. So let me check here. My network is 172 168.6.28. This is a /20 network. Okay, so it's just, and then the broadcast domain 128.15.255. Okay. So let me go back to my Sparta. IP range 172.168.6. Let me just say .0/20. This is the scope that I'm hitting. So as you can see here, my Sparta is now running. It's now performing vulnerability scanning and enumeration. So I have to wait till this is finished. But for the interest of time, I've already done this process of scanning the hosts that are on the network on the other Sparta graphical user interface. So let me just minimize this and show you what this SPARTA will do for us. So this is the network that I put on this SPARTA 2. So as you can, let me check the number first. So as you can see here, okay, this is the machine with IP address 172.220.0.1, which is a desktop. So on services, we have port numbers, we have protocol, we have state, which is open or closed, we have the name of the application that is being used, and the version. So as you can see here, we have port 135, which is open, and this port is using by Microsoft RPC, Windows RPC. It is being used for connecting hosts or for sharing resources with a host in the network. And also here we have port 2179, which is open, which is the name is VMRBT, and we also have port 6881, which is being used by BitTorrent. I think it is a default port. It is not. It is a port that is used by BitTorrent technology. We also have port 67680, which is being used by PandoPub, and the next host is 172.221.245. As you can see here, there are also a number of ports that are open, and the version that is using this, which is Microsoft RPC. We also have this one and this one, and let me check if I can see the services. On services, we have BitTorrent, MSRP, PandoPub, and this is the IP address for there. You will see the other things that we can do. We can do brute forcing using this SPARTA 2. I think this is pretty much what we can do with SPARTA 2. So down here, this is the progress, the status bar that we can see here. It means that a machine or a host with the IP 172.628 was scanned using SPARTA. Starting time for the scanning process was 6 October 2021 around 15:39, and it ended at 15:41. That means it was finished. The process is finished. So here you can see the status of the machines that have been scanned. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation.